Talking about people.
Dialogue 1. What do you think of the new boss?
Do you mean Mr. Lee?
Yes, that's right.
I think he's a pretty good guy, and that's his problem.
What do you mean?
I mean that he's too nice. He tries to be everyone's friend.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, except some people don't listen to him.
I don't think I understand.
He's too soft on people. That encourages some people to not do their share of the work.
Really? I never thought of that.
Don't get me wrong. I think he's a great guy.
He's just not cut out to be a boss.
Exactly.
Dialogue 2. Hey, where are you going?
I borrowed this CD from David. I'm going to return it.
He's got a lot of CDs, doesn't he?
Yes, and he's generous with them.
I've heard that about him. He seems like a pretty nice guy.
I think it's just his nature.
Actually, I've also heard he has a bad temper.
Really? I hadn't heard that.
Apparently, someone returned one of his CDs scratched, and he was really mad.
That seems reasonable. I would be mad too.
Yeah, I guess I would too. He just seems so nice. It's hard to imagine him being angry.
I'd better get going. I've still got to return this to him.
Are you going to borrow another CD?
Maybe I will. I'll see you later.
Dialogue 3.
Did you go to the party on Friday night?
Yes, I was there for a little while. Why do you ask?
Robert was there with a new girl I've never seen before. Who was she?
Oh, that was Alice, Robert's new girlfriend.
Really? How long have they been dating?
I think it's been about a month. She's very good for him.
That's nice to hear. Why is that?
He just seems happier with her than normal.
What is she like?
Oh, she's very nice, and she's the complete opposite of Robert.
They say that opposites attract.
It's certainly true in this case. She's very friendly, while he acts so serious. She's got a good sense of humor.
I guess they balance each other.
That's what I think. Maybe you can meet her tomorrow.
That would be nice. When?
They're both coming by after dinner to watch TV.
Okay, I'll come over.
Sounds good. I'll see you then. Dialogue 4.
Hey, where are you going?
Anywhere, just to get away from Barbara.
That's not very nice. Why do you say that?
Have you ever talked to her? Every word out of her mouth is about the environment.
I've noticed that. Is it that annoying?
Yes, it is for me. She lectures me about pollution and criticizes me if I don't recycle.
You should recycle.
I know. That's not the point. The point is that she's got a one-track mind.
I guess she is pretty boring.
Exactly. It's all she ever talks about.
So where are you going now to get away from Barbara?
The library, I guess. I'll see you later. Dialogue 5. How are you doing?
Not too good. My mother's in the hospital again.
Why? What's wrong?
Her heart is weak. She's getting older.
Who's her doctor?
Dr. Jenkins at Mercy Hospital.
He's my uncle's doctor. He's very good.
That's a relief. I'm glad to hear that.
He's very smart, and he's good with older people.
Yes, I've met him, and he seemed friendly.
With my uncle, he knew just the right thing to say, and he kept my uncle's hopes up.
That's a good thing to hear.
I'm glad I could help. You're in good hands with Dr. Jenkins. Call me if you have any concerns.
Thanks, I'll do that.
Talking about objects.
Dialogue 1. Hey, Mike, I haven't seen you in a while.
I've been busy moving to a new place.
Oh, really? How's that going?
I finally got settled in this weekend. It's pretty nice.
Say more.
It's a nice-sized apartment on the west side of the city. It has enough to satisfy my needs: bathroom, living room, kitchen, bedroom, and so on. It also has an enclosed porch.
That does sound nice. Maybe you should have a party there sometime.
I've been thinking about that. The living room is large enough for a good number of people. At least all of our friends.
That would be a good idea.
The only problem is that it has a carpet from wall to wall, so people would have to be careful not to spill things.
Oh, I see. Carpet can be difficult to clean.
The good thing is that the kitchen has a dishwasher, which saves me a lot of time.
Yeah, nobody likes doing dishes.
You should come by sometime and take a look.
I think I'll do that. See you later, Mike.
See you later, Walt.
Dialogue 2. Wow, did you see the rain this morning?
Yeah, I got caught in it on the way to work.
Really? You look so dry. I'm soaked.
That's because my sister bought me this jacket for Christmas.
Oh, that's nice. It looks kind of light.
It's not heavy, but it's still warm because of modern materials. It's very waterproof.
This is nice. Will it be warm enough even later in the winter?
It should be. If it gets too hot, I can remove the inside layer.
I see. It's even got a hood.
Yeah, I really like that part. It's very good for keeping my head dry.
That's important. A wet head makes you get sick.
I'm very grateful for this gift. I saw some of these on sale at the mall last week.
I think I'll go down there and get one.
You should. They're really worth it.
Dialogue 3. What have you been doing today?
I was out shopping.
Really? For what?
You know how they had that report on crime rising on the news last month?
Yes. What did you buy?
I got a gun.
You just went out and bought a gun? That's crazy.
I didn't just go out and buy it. I had to do some paperwork and wait for a week. The government had to make sure I had a good record.
It doesn't matter. It's still unnecessary.
I think it is necessary. It's just a small pistol. I'll keep it at home and maybe in the car on long trips.
Don't you think it's unsafe to have in the house?
I don't have any children, so how can it be unsafe?
Do you even know how to use it?
The police department is giving classes on gun safety now.
I still think it's a bad idea. Are you really going to shoot someone? I don't think so.
I hope not. Who knows? As a single woman, though, I think I should be able to protect myself. Anyway, my father has 2 guns.
That's different. He goes hunting, and he used to be in the military.
What difference does that make? I have the same rights as him.
I hope you're not overreacting, but I'm curious. Can I see it?
Sure, come on over and have a look.
Dialogue 4.
Don't come in the house with those dirty boots.
I won't. I'm leaving them on the porch.
How long have you had those boots anyway?
I think about 7 years now.
Really? They haven't fallen apart?
Not yet. I keep them in good condition, and I still go hiking in them when I can.
Are you sure you don't want to buy new ones?
I could, but these fit so well now. I think they ought to last a few more years.
Haven't the bottoms worn off?
Yes, but I just had them replaced a few months ago.
I see. Well, if they make you happy, that's good. Just don't track mud in the house.
I know. I left them outside on the porch. What's for dinner?
I ordered a pizza earlier. It should be here any time now.
Great. I'm starving. Dialogue 5.
This is a really nice Chinese restaurant.
I know. I read about it in the newspaper.
I'm glad they give us a knife and fork. I don't see how you use those chopsticks.
A Chinese friend in college taught me. It's easy once you get used to it. It's just like using your hands.
I don't see how you pick up anything.
You just hold them like this, with one on your thumb and the other between these 2 fingers.
That seems clumsy.
It's not. Personally, I think it's more civilized than using a piece of metal to stab your food.
Maybe, but the rest of the world uses knives and forks.
That's not really true. Much of Asia uses chopsticks, and in many countries, people just use their hands.
Well, I use a knife and fork.
You use your hands when you eat fast food sometimes. Some Chinese think it's unclean to use your hands. They may be right.
Are you calling me dirty?
No, I'm just saying you should expand your outlook. Oh, look, our food is here. Let's eat.
Asking about age and name.
Dialogue 1. Hello, is this a good time to speak with you?
Sure. What can I do for you?
I was at the Computer Business Convention in Dallas last month. I heard you speak, but your name escapes me.
Oh, it's Janet Abrams. And you are?
Sorry, I'm Tom Dickens.
You wanted to ask me something?
Yes. Do you think what you said about the Internet is also true for smaller companies?
How small?
My company only has 9 employees.
I don't think that would make a difference.
Really? That's good to know. Dialogue 2. I'd like one ticket to see Blood Monster 2.
That will be $6.50.
Okay, there you go.
And I will need to see some ID.
ID? What do you mean?
I'll need to see some kind of identification to show your age.
Why? This is just a movie. I'm not buying beer.
You have to be at least 18 to see this movie. It's very violent.
That's not fair.
That's the rule.
I left my driver's license at home.
Then how did you get to the theater?
I walked.
Down the highway? Look, I'm sorry. You can't get into this movie. Let someone else through.
Dialogue 3. I'm Oliver. You look familiar, but I don't remember who you are.
You've seen me before. Guess who I am?
I'm sorry. You look a little young to be here. This is the Kate's High School 20-year reunion.
I'm Ira Banks, Oliver.
Ira, you should be about 38, but you look about 30.
I'm 38, no doubt about it.
But you look so young. How?
Really? I live in Arizona now. That's why I'm so dark, from the sun.
You must work out or something.
I'm in the fire department, so I get a lot of exercise.
I guess so. Well, you look good.
Also, I had all that long hair in school, which is mostly gone now.
That's true.
So what do you do now?
I work for an insurance company in Boston, so I'm stuck at a desk much of the time.
Tell me about the rest of your life. Let's get something to eat.
Sounds good to me. Dialogue 4.
How difficult do you think the class will be this semester?
I've heard the professor is very strict. She doesn't give good grades often.
I thought you were the professor.
Do I look that old?
I'm sorry. Most of us here are in our 20s. You look a little older than that.
Don't worry about it. I'm 45. My name is Tracy.
I'm Christy. Are you going back to college now?
Yes. My daughter just left home for college, so I thought I'd go back to school as well.
That's nice. What are you majoring in?
I don't know yet. I'm thinking about psychology.
Really? Me too. That's great.
It is a little strange being around all these young people.
I can imagine. It'll be a fun year, though.
I hope so. I look forward to it. Dialogue 5. Is there a problem, officer?
Some neighbors have complained about the noise. Is this your house?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry about the noise. Some friends are with me. We'll be more quiet.
Good. I just need to know a few things. What's your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's David Fowler.
And how old are you, Mr. Fowler?
I'm 24. Why do you ask?
I'll need to see some ID. There are beer cans on your front yard.
Oh, sure. Here's my driver's license.
Thank you. Can you say that everyone in your house is old enough to be drinking?
Yes, certainly.
If I have to come back here and I find out someone underage is drinking, I have to take you to jail.
I understand. That won't be a problem, officer.
Thank you. Good night.
Asking about countries and nationalities.
Dialogue 1.
Did you get the assignment for today's class?
Yes, we have to read the next 2 chapters.
Thanks. I'm Henry, by the way.
I'm Leo. If you don't mind my asking, where are you from?
I'm from Pittsburgh.
Oh, I'm from California. Where is your family from?
Pittsburgh. You mean, where are my ancestors from?
Yes.
My great-grandfather came here from China.
Do you speak Chinese?
Not a bit. Do you?
Of course not. I'm not Chinese.
Neither am I. I just look Chinese.
I see. How stupid of me.
No, I hear that question often. I'm completely American, though.
Dialogue 2. Is this seat taken?
No, let me move my shirt.
You mean coat. That's your coat.
I'm sorry. My English is not so good.
No problem. Where are you from?
I'm Russian. My name is Ivan.
My name is Adam. Are you here on vacation?
Yes, I am. It's very nice, but a little hotter than I expected.
Really? It's only going to get hotter this summer.
At least this train is air-conditioned.
That's true. My great-grandmother was from Russia.
She was? Where was she from?
I think Moscow. I'm not sure.
I went to school in Moscow. I studied engineering.
That's what I'm studying now.
Good. Then maybe we can learn much on this train ride from each other.
Dialogue 3. I really like this restaurant. It's one of the best in town.
It's a Mexican restaurant. I thought you were Cuban.
I am, but my wife is Mexican. I've learned much about Mexican food.
That makes sense. What's good to eat here?
The burritos are quite good. They're not too spicy either.
By the way, how long have you been here?
Do you mean in America?
Yes, when did you get to this country?
I came with my mother when I was 8.
I didn't mean to pry.
It's no problem. I've been very happy since we came here.
That's good to hear. I guess you must really appreciate this place.
I do. Next month, I'll become an official citizen. My wife is already a citizen.
That's great. Why didn't you say something earlier?
I wanted to make certain first.
Congratulations. Welcome to being an American.
Dialogue 4. Are you finished with that newspaper?
Yes, here you go.
Thanks. Do you want it back when I'm finished?
No, keep it. By the way, I couldn't help noticing your accent. Are you Irish?
No, I'm Scottish. You Americans often get those confused.
You sound very similar to us.
Well, at least you didn't think I was Australian. I often hear that.
I used to have an Australian boyfriend, so I know that accent. I'm Stacy.
I'm Kim. Pleased to meet you.
Why are you in the U.S.?
I work for a British company here, but right now I'm on vacation.
Where are you going?
I'm going out west. I like the outdoors.
That's nice. I'm from Colorado. It's very pretty out there.
Yes, I want to see the Rocky Mountains. Perhaps you can tell me about them.
I'd love to.
Dialogue 5. How do you like working here so far?
It's pretty good, actually. Everyone is very nice.
You're from Kenya, right?
No, I'm from Nigeria.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
No offense taken. I'm used to it.
If you don't mind, I wanted to ask a favor of you.
I don't mind. What do you need?
My wife is black. I mentioned you to her. She wanted to have you come over for dinner. She's very curious about Africa.
That sounds interesting. I hope I can help her.
Great. She'd love it. She's very interested in where her family came from.
Well, I don't know that much about history.
It doesn't matter. She'd love to talk to you. How does Sunday night sound to you?
That sounds fine. I'll see you then.
Telling time.
Dialogue 1.
What time is it?
It's about 3:30. Why do you ask?
I was supposed to meet Megan at 3 o'clock to study. She's pretty late.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure she has a reason.
I doubt it. This is the 3rd time she's been late.
I see. Maybe you should just leave.
That would teach her a lesson.
30 minutes is long enough to wait for someone.
I think you're right. I'm getting out of here.
Do you want to get something to eat instead?
Sure. I didn't really eat much at lunch, so I'm hungry.
Let's get out of here and get something to eat. Dialogue 2.
Mr. Stevens, sir, do you have a moment?
Yes, Leroy. What can I do for you?
I've been having trouble with this math class. I wanted to ask for your help.
I see. Well, would you like to meet sometime? I have a class right now to go to.
Yes, I would like that. What time is good for you?
I don't have any classes this afternoon. Can we meet then?
My last class is over at 3:30.
Do you want to meet at about 4?
That would be great.
Well, I've got to get to class now.
Oh, it's 9:30. I'm going to be late for my history class.
Don't be late. I'll see you at 4, Leroy.
I'll see you then, Mr. Stevens.
Dialogue 3. Hey, Mom, I'm going out for a few hours.
What time will you be back by?
I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock.
That's not good enough. You have school tomorrow.
Okay. I'll try to be back by 9.
What do you mean you'll try?
Fine, I will be back by 9.
That's better.